All right, welcome to Life is Full of It. Everyone always says get more excited.
Life is full of it. I just don't want to scream, you know.
You're not
With
screamo?
with the mic, this, rip headphone users is what they usually say.
Rip.
Rip headphone users,
When they play them hella loud.
or like a rip headphones user's warning before a thing or whatever. That's why I don't know. There was like a period of fucking time in which like the joke was loud. It's like the Monsters Inc. theme. You've seen that?
No.
Okay, I'll pull up. Let me see if you can find the video.
$7.
Dial up 7 digits. Call up Bridget. Her man's a midget.
That's so wrong.
That's what he
Monsters
says.
Inc. What?
I'll see if I'm Monsters Inc.
The Monster Mash.
theme. Loud.
Damn, I didn't know the TV's that loud. All I typed in was Monsters Inc. You didn't give me nothing else but that.
Come here. Come here. You can turn the TV off. You want to see what I'm talking about?
It's such a good part of Titanic, too.
Okay, so I'll give you a this guy's on his phone. He connects to the Bluetooth of this entire stadium
How do you even do things like that?
because people don't pay attention.
That's so fucking
Wait.
good. Jesus.
Yeah, it's as loud as it can be. It has another.
You could do it.
It's just
really
like
good.
different.
People just do it with Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
Homeboy's running after he plays it. Oh, that's a school. Damn, dude's getting down.
My favorite one, and I'll see if I can find it later. This guy locks his brother into a room with 4 speakers and just fucking blasts that shit.
Jesus. I see things like that with school, and I'm disappointed I didn't pull fun pranks at school.
Yeah, but you get arrested for that kind of shit nowadays.
Can you?
They will.
They will.
Yeah.
Did you ever have anyone pulling you good pranks?
Nope.
I think someone let out chickens.
I don't think
And they
pranks
were
are fun.
losers.
I'm going to fucking school. I don't really need you to. The senior prank the year before the thing that prevented us from ever doing a senior prank. There were 2 senior pranks the years before me. There was one where they super glued every single lock on every single locker.
That's just not cool.
And there was another one where people parked in a giant circle in the big parking lot, so nobody could get. And they had the school called the cops.
That's not that bad, right?
That is, yes, it is. They literally blocked traffic. There was so much traffic that day
I got my
on my
English
road.
teacher pregnant, so I was like, boom, got you roasted. And I was like, how you like them apples? Joke's on you. I'm not raising it either.
Is that Thanos on your shirt? So I saw this Cosmic Ghost Rider, but why is it Thanos with a shotgun?
It's because when Cosmic Ghost Rider goes to kill baby Thanos, he ends up keeping it instead, and this is what happens when he raises it.
Oh, he becomes...
Like Punisher Thanos, kind of.
Oh.
It's a different timeline. Because Frank Castle...
I thought he's in the main Marvel universe now, though.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Shit's crazy.
Shit's fucking wacky.
Ryan's not here for Best There Is podcast to fill me in. He fills me in with all the crazy shit.
The crazy comic stuff.
Yeah, he texts me always stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah, and anime Twitter's fucking lost its damn mind.
why anime Twitter?
Something happened to Jujutsu Kaisen. You don't care about spoilers, and you don't even.
What the
read
fuck
or
is
watch.
Jujutsu Kaisen?
That's the thing. Your son said he started watching. That's the thing that I told you about. The end of the show is like a really happy noise, and then all of a sudden the girl got shot in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the main character, not the main character, but like the big role model, strongest guy in the universe just died or whatever. Like
All Might died?
no, his name's Gojo. Satoru Gojo. Saikyoku. I think that means strongest. I don't know. I don't speak Japanese.
Is it bad that you can't decipher someone that's Chinese, Japanese?
I
Korean?
can.
Can you?
The
By looking at them?
Oh no, fuck no. That's fucking no. That's also no. I wouldn't even attempt to guess.
'Cause I was
That's like so.
watching-
That's like so. You're just like asking to be
It
racist.
came up a couple times where I've seen on like a couple different podcasts where like one girl's like, "Oh yeah, I'm Japanese, but I get Korean all the time," and the dude's like, "I can see that."
I thought you meant the languages. Like I can pretty distinctly tell the languages.
He's
apart.
like, "I can see that." I'm like, "How?" And I don't mean to be racist, but how?
Um,
And then Bobby Lee was getting mad at that Theo. He's like, "You keep saying Chinese and looking at me. Do you think I'm Chinese?" I'm like, "Dude, I feel fucked up, but I don't know the difference. I don't know. I can't tell the difference." But
can you tell the difference between British people, Irish people, German people, and
Irish or redhead?
No,
No,
no.
I guess not. Then.
They have like 3% of Irish people are redheads, just slightly more than the base or whatever.
Dude, I got red in my beard. I'm meant to be a pirate red beard.
I got a buddy who's got a red beard.
He's probably redheaded though.
No,
No?
it's the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah, I have like red, but I'm getting fucking white.
Yeah, you're old,
Gray.
bro.
But there's like white, literally white hairs.
Yeah, I get one giant white hair that always grows in my eyebrows.
When do your pubes turn white?
They might never.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Some people's hair never goes white.
No, I'm talking about grays. Like, I got grays in my beard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you ever get gray in your ball hair?
I feel like you hold more stress in your head than your dick. Right?
Yeah, your dick is your stress reliever.
To an extent. Sometimes it does inconvenience me.
How can it?
Because I wake up on my stomach.
Man.
I wake up on my stomach.
And you have a boner up your butthole?
No. But my dick is in an uncomfortable position when I wake up in the morning.
I hate when I'm just laying on my back and I get like a boner or something. I worry about my son walking out. Just because it's awkward.
Well,
'Cause
tuck
you
it
just
in
have
your
it.
fucking belt
I
line.
don't, that's just fucking weird.
What?
And just
Sometimes I have to go use the restroom in the middle of jacking off. And so I don't want my parents to see me walk out of my room with a full mass, so I tuck it into my belt
Are you
line.
fucking kidding me?
What?
That's so bad. I'm gonna grab a fucking wannabe fucking beer.
What are you talking about?
Was it Death Liquid? Liquid Death?
Yeah? I left mine outside.
Huh?
I left mine outside. Like a fucking idiot.
But I'm probably like, I'm dying here. So you're in the middle of masturbating?
Like at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but where your parents are in bed.
My dad has woken up in the middle of the night to use the restroom out of nowhere, and I have walked out of my room butt-ass naked. That's why I put my underwear on if I'm going to take a piss between jacking off.
That's so...
Because sometimes I'll step out, and he's going to go use the restroom at the exact same time, and there's a
It's
hallway
still
that
worse
connects
when
our
you have to
room, and there's a
pee.
bathroom in the middle. It is, and I always have to pee, and all I can ever think of is when I'm with a
Do
girl,
you-
how awkward that would be if I'm
you-
like, hold on,
You
time
could-
out,
think
I got to
you
go
could
take a
push
pee.
through it. I think you could push through it.
I don't know.
Sometimes it's just...
I definitely have to pee, right? Like, if I'm like, I'm going to jack off, and my dick gets hard, usually I'm like, I'm going to go take a piss before I start.
Do you lose all oomph in it when you pee?
No.
So usually
All I need
maybe
to
it's
do
an
is like
older
look at a
thing.
picture again or rewatch the
Oh,
video
not
I'm
watching
watching.
anything. I go pee. But there's times like, in the middle, I'm like, fuck, dude, I got to pee.
Yeah, like I don't want to. If I'm in bed, I don't want to just like. I don't want to have
I hate
the
the
percent chance that my muscles loosen up just enough to just like piss all over my
That's
bed.
just what the gushers are.
Gross.
What
You mean squirters?
Yeah.
Gushers?
I call 'em gushers.
It's like a fucking dam
There-
opening. It's like a
there's
torrential pour.
There's a God, what's I gonna fucking say?
I've got a bitch of an itch.
Oh, I don't like the feeling when you're like really comfortable in bed and you gotta pee. I fucking hate that. I'm like so like. Oh,
Well, the
I'm
thing
so
that
tired.
the average thing that wakes me up in the morning is needing to pee.
Well, yeah,
But that sucks because I'm like I just want to rest in bed because the way my sleep works is if I stand up and go to the bathroom, I'm up. There's no going back to sleep for me. That's
there's
it.
no going back.
No.
You change things forever. Yeah, I don't know. No, I can go back, but it's just ruins. I have always a quick thought, and it's a stupid thought. Like maybe that person go pee for me. It's a really dumb thought.
Who could go pee for you?
I don't know. You know how like sometimes someone gets up when I'm gonna go grab a soda.
Hey, can you
grab me
take a piss for me?
Yeah, I always have a quick thought like, wouldn't it be fucking like cool? Like, hey man, while you're up, can you?
That's
take a piss
hella
for
fun.
me?
I'm gonna use that. Next time somebody gets up, there's gonna be like, "Hey, could you go use the restroom for me?" Like in the middle of our tournament, someone's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get up and go get a drink." I'm like, "Cool." While you're doing that, could you go use the restroom for me?
Yeah, it's just it's never gonna happen. But I always have a blink thought where I'm like,
You don't know. Some like waterbender could like pull it out of you.
I wonder what.
What?
I wonder what that would feel like, but it may feel all right.
It could either feel like pretty okay.
Or what it feels like when they take out your fucking
catheter.
Catheter.
Did you feel that?
Oh yeah.
That sucks. That's like a nightmare of mine. Is like having to use a catheter.
It's the weirdest thing because it's like I'm in my gown.
If I have to put a catheter in, just kill me.
Why?
Because that sucks.
Well, what's funny is Camille, who used to help us with the show, she did it all the time, and she had to take it out.
Of herself? Or of other people?
Other people.
Oh, okay.
She used to pull poop out of people.
Like stick her whole hand in?
Old people that couldn't move it.
Oh, that's why I couldn't do that job.
That's what she would tell me, like, dude, nothing phases me. Because I'm like, dude, you're all up in my butt crack, with my bed sore wound. And I would think it just grosses you out. But she's like, nah, dude, I've seen so much worse.
When are they just going to get Bacter tanks?
Huh?
When are they going to get Bacter tanks? Instead of having to lay on a bed and get a bed sore, you just, like, float in the water.
Dude, that's so nice.
They just knock you out for the healing
Someone
process.
mentioned that there's a meme, and they're like, sorry, Vader. Oh, Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon was like, what the hell?
We couldn't get him to a Bacter tank fast enough.
Sorry, Bacter tanks weren't up.
Apparently, sorry, I just hit the fucking mic. Apparently, everybody's all fucking pissed because people keep getting stabbed by lightsabers and survive.
Sabine gets it to the side, man. It makes sense. But I agree.
No, but then the Inquisitor...
Huh?
The Inquisitor...
I don't...
From Obi-Wan. When the black chick stabs him.
Oh, yeah.
And then he comes back.
You're right.
Apparently, it's like 7 people in the last 2 years have come back from being stabbed by lightsabers. Does that mean, like, is Qui-Gon Jinn dead? I literally watched a whole video of, like, all the clips of somebody getting stabbed by a lightsaber. There's a really funny scene where, like, Obi-Wan and Yoda are fighting the clones. And Obi-Wan does this kind of, like, stab. Like, kicks one of his legs up and stab, like a fencing stab. It's really funny.
That's pretty skillful, though. But
when you watch those scenes in slow motion, they're fucking terrible.
It is pretty much robbery when someone dies one way and then everyone else lives the same way.
It's also just like, I feel like you'd still die.
I mean, depends on the organs you're hitting. Same with getting shot. 50 Cent got shot 9 times. Tupac got shot.
If you have a lightsaber, why wouldn't you like stab and it slash out, right?
Well, everyone always goes through the lightsaber thing of why don't you just turn it off and turn it back on?
Because it's forbidden. And not even the Sith would do it.
But as soon as someone mentioned that, I was like, oh,
this is why I love the Mandalorians in the extended universe. They looked at the Jedi, they looked at the Sith, and they said, how do we beat these guys? Buckshot.
Buckshot.
Turns out lightsabers can't deflect kinetic bullets. So they just shot them with guns. Mandalorians are savage, bro.
Guns for the win.
Yeah. Nothing beats buckshot, bro.
Buckshot.
It's like that Dave Chappelle thing. Yeah. That won't kill a man. She shakes the buckshot. This...
Was Ahsoka the last episode that came out?
I still haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it is. It's over.
Is it terrible? Did you watch it all?
It's good, but again, you have to. Donnie's like, because you have to watch Rebels, or you have to know a kind of a bit about Rebels. How Rebels ended is where it picks off.
Yeah, doesn't. What's his stupid
Thrawn
name?
and Ezra are gone.
Working together or whatever, and then the Outer Rim or the outer rim.
I don't know. It's
Does he show up in the show?
Oh yeah, everyone shows. Well, Zeb doesn't show up because he showed up for that.
Yeah. But Chopper shows up, and
Chopper's her.
Does Hondo die in the show?
Hondo's not in it.
But he's a pirate, right?
Yeah,
does he die in Rebels though?
I don't think so.
Or he made it out. Okay,
pretty sure.
So we still got a chance of live action Hondo. Favorite character from Clone Wars?
They want to do supposedly Clone Wars TV show. Dude, because there's an episode and it's fucking amazing with young Anakin. Well, it's Anakin, but he's with a young. Well, that's a gay face. I can't say that. I don't know what face that is.
It's my doubting face.
But him with the young Ahsoka, and people lost their fucking mind how good the flashbacks are. I was never the biggest fan of Clone Wars just because I didn't get into it. I'm sure it's great, but whatever. It is.
It's better than Rebels. That shocks me that you've seen Rebels and not Clone Wars.
Rebels is a whole different vibe. That's why I was just like, this is something way different. It's like Bad Batch. It's just way different than Star Wars. So when you're craving for something that's like way
you just like it because there's Firefly.
It is like Firefly.
Yeah.
Pirates.
Yeah.
And there's a hot Sabine cartoon character. Her in real life one is a really good looking chick. So
why does that matter?
here is.
Does that make a woman more valuable if she's more attractive?
It makes me look at the screen more.
That's fucked up. You're fucked up. No, I
you
feel like
not do that?
if she was fucking ugly, you'd look at the screen even more. Like if she was like, I'm not talking like a 3 or 1. I'm talking like a monster, a troll.
Have you seen that?
Swedish film about a troll girl.
It's the same guy. It's the same, not the same guy. It's just one of the guys that do the groups of girls, and they talk.
Is it like the Fresh and Fit thing?
Yeah, but it's a different group.
Is it MLD?
But it's with the big girls in it.
Is it the whatever podcast?
And then
the big girl,
and
the big girl, the one
they
who's like popular on the internet. You
and
know,
they make her Jabba the Hutt voice.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm talking about.
And then now
She's a baddie, bro.
She's a 10.
Yeah.
I feel bad because even me, I'm not gonna sit there and be I'm a 10. Girls like, girl, you gotta have confidence, and it's like that's not a real thing, man. Just be realistic.
Well, you gotta have confidence. That is a real thing.
Not, but to an extent, you can't sit
But
there and
having
be like I'm the top dog. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a difference.
You have to have self confidence.
The new one though now,
not blind confidence.
They've been playing with her. She's like, I'm Optimus Prime, leader of the. It's just so fucked up. But again, I don't want to say the girl asked for it because I mean she looks how she looks. It's not her fault. But she, I mean, she went on there.
You can't tell. I'm making that little like centimeter symbol. Like
a little bit.
Could a little bit be your fault. You know, the weight thing. Could just
Gaining the weight, but who knows? Some people got weight problems. They can't wait to eat. No, some people got weight problems.
I don't know. I don't judge people for being overweight, but I have little sympathy for people who are overweight and complain about it.
I don't like
people
just
lose the fucking
This
weight.
is a huge thing that
It's like an
I was
easy
talking to
fucking-
Adam about, and I told him we should talk about it on here.
No, he doesn't want to talk to me anymore, bro.
He's super fucking busy. I won't. He tags me and everything right now, but he's super busy with school.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I don't even reach out to him anymore. Not to be a dick. It's just because I know he was telling me like, dude, I'm gonna be so busy, blah blah blah. But anyways, like the whole fat thing and being proud of it's kind of like bugs me. But you're supposed to be.
I don't really believe you should be proud of like.
You know what I'm talking about? There's like
certain
like
things.
Lizzos out
Well, I'm
there.
not proud to be a dude. It's just not something I feel the pride for, right?
I'm saying there's like Lizzos out there like, yeah, I should
That's
be
but I'm
happy.
agreeing with you.
I know, but I'm saying, but like,
I'm just saying
but
that
is it wrong that we're not like
that extends to, well, there's the fucking problem is this body positivity movement. Just people just want everybody to accept them how they are. It's not about, for me, body positivity is not. It's about being positive about those things you can't change about yourself, like your height, your skin color, any little like your dad's vitiligo and stuff like that. It's just being comfortable in those things, right? But like there are parts about
the fat thing though. It's just weird for me.
That's what I'm saying. Is nobody. I'm
'Cause
sorry.
There's a lot of people that are like,
nobody's.
girl, I look good like this. And
There
it's like,
are some big girls that look good though,
but
right?
for me, it's like it's probably unhealthy though.
That's what I mean. It's like I don't care if that's who you are, but don't come complain to me that your life's any harder because you're overweight or like society's not, capitulating to your
I just think
needs.
if anyone had an opportunity to be like, do you want to be thinner? They wouldn't go, no, I'm happy the way I am. Like, if they could snap their fingers and be thinner, well, you would want to be fucking thinner.
Yes,
100%.
you would take that
Yeah,
deal.
100%.
I would take that deal. Anybody would take that deal. If somebody could go, hey, you want to be the healthiest you could possibly be? But like, there's just levels of it, right? It's like, I'm not going to insult a woman because of her weight. That makes no fucking sense, right?
What if
But
she insults you first though?
oh, then it's all free game.
Game, man.
It's all about the game, brother.
And how you play. Listen here, you little fatty.
Little piggy.
What is it? Alec Baldwin that went off on his daughter?
I think so. One of those, just him or like Mel Gibson or
No,
some shit like
it's
that.
Alec Baldwin.
Mel Gibson just hates Jews.
Does he?
Apparently.
I've heard that rumor.
But back to the body positivity. It's just like, I don't know, when I'm a smoker, but I don't ask.
Are you a toker?
I'm a late night toker.
Late night toker.
I'm a smoker. I'm a joker. I'm a smoker.
I'm a
a
poker.
late night toker.
I'm a groper.
No, but I don't expect the whole world to like capitulate to my chosen behavior, right? I don't ask to be able to smoke on planes, right? I think that if there's things about yourself that you can change, you shouldn't ask society to capitulate to your desires, right? Like, we have wheelchair access because those people didn't choose to be in wheelchairs, right? But if you choose to be overweight and you complain about, oh, it's so hard to walk or whatever, it's like, oh, I can't, the stairs, you know, like if a building only has stairs, you just need an elevator. It's like, no, bro. You don't need an elevator because you're fat. They need an elevator because of disabled people.
Yeah,
people with real fucking
and that's
problems.
the thing too. I watched a video of a lady was like, watch this, and she recorded her walking through the aisles of an airplane, how hard it was for her to shift back and forth. She looked like Jabba slithering.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, you're big. What do you want me to tell you?
Also, you can find nicer ways to describe this thing. It's like, I'm like trying to be like, yeah, you know, I'm not like for it, but
Well,
like I don't feel like we should insult these people. And then you're like, this fucking Jabba the Hutt motherfucker.
Well, the girl's rude. She was just being mean about it. Like, see how it is, and it's not fair. And
It is fair. I'm sorry, honey. It is fair. Welcome to the fucking real world.
It's different if you're Andre the Giant. Like,
Well, how big do you want us to build our fucking planes?
I was looking at
The bigger you build something, the more unstable it is, the more dangerous it is. You know, the harder it is to fly.
Pictures of Andre the Giant. He had to have 2 seats and stuff, and it's like. He had an issue though. He had a
hormonal issue that caused him to grow so fucking big. It wasn't about his weight; it was about his actual size. Like I bet he couldn't fucking. But when he walked in the airplane, he had to walk like this, right?
Yeah, crouching.
Yeah. So it's not so much like a big issue as it is
what's crazy?
Big issue.
I hate Hulk Hogan, but Hulk Hogan was saying that it sounds horrible that there was nothing. He was never comfortable. There was nothing. There's no.
Well, it's the Shaq thing, right?
There's no fork his size. There's no bed his size.
Well, it's the Shaq thing, right?
Yeah, but see, Shaq, I think gets more.
Shaq was rich enough to be able to.
Yeah, but we're in different times back then.
Sure.
The accommodations for him to get a hotel while they're on the road.
But sure, how much accommodation do you want if only like 0.02% of the population is that big, right? Like, are we going to build all our buildings with the tallest people in mind? No, that's fucking stupid.
I'm okay with huge beds.
Yeah, that means more money.
There's so much room for
That
pillow
means
fights.
more money. Do you have more money to do that? No. That also means smaller room, right? So sure, he's got a bigger bed, but that means he's just got less room to walk around
Have
his
you
room.
seen Shaq's bed?
No. I bet it's huge.
On Cribs, he had a huge, like, circle one. It's pretty dope.
A circle bed.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing ever.
For love making.
Yeah, it's because nobody can sleep on a circle bed comfortably unless they're right next to each other. That's like the whole point of a circle bed, right? It's like I can't sleep on one side of a circle bed and you on the other side because our heads will hang off and our feet will hang off. We have to sit like in close. Trust me, one of these days we'll rent a room with a circle bed. Me and you will sleep there, and I guarantee we'll end up fucking. That's just what happens.
It's got to be able to spin slowly.
It's gotta be a water bed. Yeah, baby. Do I make you horny?
Have you slept in a waterbed?
No. My dad used to have one when he was younger, and he was like, yeah, they're cool. They're uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're weird. You think it'd be comfortable.
I need a new mattress.
It's such a weird trend.
It's just like an 80s, 90s thing.
I guess, but it's such a weird thing to be like, I got an idea.
Let's fill a bed.
Let's fill a bed of with water. How about sand?
We do fill beds with air, right?
Yeah.
So it's only... I bet somebody's filled a bed with sand to see how comfortable it was.
That doesn't sound good. It had to be really soft sand.
No, I think even with really soft sand, once you have enough of it, like, compacted, it's probably just like a concrete block. And then what if you sweat into the mattress, and then you solidify? You basically turn the mattress into concrete.
And it gets everywhere.
It's coarse and rough.
It's coarse.
I killed them all. The women, the children. I slaughtered them like animals.
I just think it's weird because, like, my dad had one, and all I thought was, like, is this supposed to be, like, hot? Like,
My dad popped his once.
That sucks.
Yeah.
How do you pop it? Like a knife in your pocket or something?
No, just wear and tear.
Damn.
Just years of use.
It's just... I couldn't imagine getting comfortable, like, while you're rolling around and stuff.
I just couldn't stand hearing the water.
It's just like hearing the ocean.
No. It's like
It's
sleeping
soothing.
on top of a water balloon or something. Well, it literally is like sleeping on top of a water balloon.
What about a beanbag?
To sleep on?
Yeah.
No.
Like a bigger one. I was watching this Cheapskates. It's a TV show or whatever.
Yeah.
It's so fucking fake. It's not real.
Sure.
But his dude was like, when I get packages, I put them in. He has like a square wooden board kind of. He puts packing peanuts in there and covers it in a sheet. And I was like, at first glance, I was like, hey, maybe. Then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, it's just crunch, and you just like. It's just.
Every time you turn.
I just couldn't do that. It just, I don't know what things you could do with.
Because he's built different, bro. They must have amnesia because they forgot he's him.
What is that now?
That's from the Dracula flow. Remember that video I showed you with the old guy?
Yeah, but everybody uses "I'm him."
It's like another way to say it. Like another thing people say a lot is I'm built different.
I get that.
I'm built not to factory standards. I'm built stupid.
Built different.
I'm built to be recalled.
There's that famous video of the guy flexing his arm, breaking the egg, and he's like, "I'm built different." And
the easiest thing to do in the world.
Some skinny girl does it next. She's like, she just kind of like goes, like dabs, like, "What's up?" Like, it's
well,
just
yeah,
funny.
it's just like that,
It's
right?
super stupid. I mean, the guy has a little bit of muscle, but it's just funny.
It's like, why would you use an egg?
yeah, he's like, "I'm built."
Use like an apple or
Different.
something, right?
That'd be
That'd be impressive.
That'd be impressive.
I mean, those guys who can just crush apples with their hands. That's pretty impressive.
I've not seen that.
Oh, what? That was like a weight training thing at our school.
What?
Yeah, it was like one of the tests to see
Where the fuck did you go to
at the
school?
end of the year. I don't know. I just remember all the kids
What
that
it-
were in weight training were always like, "Yeah, one of our final assessments is see if we can rip an apple in half with our hands and see if we can crush it." I'm like, that's dumb.
What did he say? What is your profession?
I make apple juice.
What is your profession?
I don't know what you're referencing.
Spartans.
What?
You don't remember that in 300?
No, I remember. This is Sparta.
Because he makes
Tonight we shall dine in the shade.
He
Our arrows will
he
blot out
meets
the
up.
sun.
He meets up with the warriors that they bring to him, and he's
Mhm.
like, "What's your profession?" He's like, "I'm a baker," and he's like, "What's yours?" And then he turns around to the Spartans. He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "Spartans," and they're like, "Ooh, ooh." So it's kind of like, yeah, you guys are nobodies.
That's a Zack Snyder movie.
I know, though. Like, I like that in Dawn of the Dead.
I mean,
It's good for what it is.
after reading the 300 comic, which I read online a couple months back,
didn't Mark Miller draw that though?
I like his art style in that. I don't
Have
like
you
his
seen
art
the
style
new-
for Batman. I think it's gross.
Dude, I gotta show you.
He's the guy who wrote the "Shut the fuck up, I'm the goddamn Batman," right?
No, shut the fuck up. He just said, "I'm the goddamn Batman."
Oh, and he fucked.
Barbara.
Made Batman fuck. No.
No, Catwoman.
no,
or
Canary.
Black Canary. Yeah.
Yeah. What a weird.
He goes, "We keep our mask on." to
Mark
make it good."
Mark Miller or Mark Millar.
It's Mark Miller. Millar. No,
It's Mark Millar, right?
there's both of them.
And then Alan Moore's the Wizard.
Yes.
He's got the beard and the really long hair.
Yes.
Okay. And he wrote what again? What was Alan
Who?
Moore's big thing?
Oh God, he's got V for Vendetta, Watchmen.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. He wrote
He did League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
who did Mark Millar?
Oh,
did?
Alan Moore did like Killing Joke.
Who did The Boys?
That is might be no, it's not Mark Millar.
And what did Warren Ellis do again?
Warren Ellis, I think, did The Boys.
What? Oh, he did The Boys?
I think
Okay.
so.
Yeah, because he wrote Castlevania and directed it.
He directed it too.
Well, I think so. I think the thing is written and directed by Warren Ellis. I believe so. That's the last time I remember watching the show, which they just dropped the trailer on Netflix for the next
Ghost Rider and
series.
Wolverine just got a comic, and that's the cover.
Ew, what the fuck? That's so gross.
That's your boy.
Ugh. I like his art in 300 because it's all
Yeah,
like
I
super
think-
stylized
I
and
think
like
he's just super fucking old now.
yeah.
Like last time I saw him was like fucking probably 8 years ago or so. I saw a picture of him and he looked like he was dying.
Alan Moore like thinks he's a wizard too, right? Like legit.
I don't know. Alan Moore's just fucking weird. He's doing something recently to make sure he protects his properties, I believe. The guy from Fables, I forgot his name. He's given all his stuff up to what is it called when anyone can use it?
Public
Fair
domain.
use? Yeah. But it's kind of weird.
Garth Ennis wrote. Warren Ellis is somebody else, I believe. Warren Ellis
Yes.
is the guy.
Warren Ellis did Punish. No, yeah, artist did Punisher. I don't know.
Is it Warren Ellis? Am I fucked up? Yeah, it's Warren Ellis. There's just two Warren Ellises. There's a guy who's a like a musician.
One's a pro football player.
No, one's a musician.
The City of Angels.
He wrote Transmetropolitan.
Yeah, that's a really big one.
Um,
Never read it.
Wildstorm.
Wildstorm was a company.
Transmetropolitan looks cool.
It looks very cool. I've never read it. There's a lot of books I need to read that I've read. Like, you figure even Invincible I've never read.
Yeah, but Invincible's long as fuck.
But I enjoy the cartoon.
Sure, but you might as well just wait, right?
Yeah.
Because they're gonna deviate enough, right? It's like the boys, right? Like I realized
There's a spinoff.
I have
coming
no
out.
interest on the boys comics. No
They're
interest.
just weird.
They seem just way overblown and
I mean, for the TV show, sometimes goes over the top for me, and I'll still.
But at least it feels to me. It felt the TV show feels more human. You know.
But like the comic goes way over the top, and I just kind of got out of it. I don't know if it's because you got to be into that. I don't know what you call it, like comic porn in a way. There's a name for it.
Can you give me a second? I just remembered I left your lighter outside too.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab something from my car and grab your lighter. Can I still have one of these ramen things?
Sure.
I really enjoyed the last one. I threw an egg in it.
Wow.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Wow, 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 wee, wow. Well, with the whole boys thing, it's just, I don't know. It's one of those things that it's hard because it's like in your face, but the comic is even worse. The comic shows so much more. And so, I mean, the TV show is pretty raw, but I think in comic form, even with other things in comic form, far as even anime, even we talking about One Piece for a second, that you can do certain things and the other ones you can't, just because you need to make it work on television and enough where people can handle it. I mean, because The Boys isn't a horror movie or a horror story, so you don't really want to make it too crazy. But I mean, it's bloody, and it's crazy. But yeah, especially the scene with the girl with the thighs crushing the head, that was a bit nuts. But I mean, at the same time, what works as far as TV goes, but then when it comes to comics and stuff, you have more liberty, I guess you could say.
In terms of what?
You could kind of go a little more out.
Well, sure. With writing, it's always easier, right?
Well, it's just like Walking Dead too. It's like you could go a little more darker and deeper.
Sure.
TV
You can also do stuff you could never do, and like you can never make live action Invincible as a TV show, really.
Like TV show, like they'll do the bad stuff in Walking Dead, but they also want people to watch it and not like step away.
They want to still be mass appeal.
I kind of did when Glenn got his face beat in.
Yeah, but apparently he didn't survive and doesn't get his own side story like Rick.
Yeah.
Well, Negan?
Okay, so that pissed me off. The other night I was thinking about that. I don't know why I was thinking. I think I was thinking about the apocalypse, and I was thinking about the fact that they end up him and Maggie fucked, and I was thinking about the fact that that's crazy to like gamble having sex in the apocalypse when you could have a baby. And you have no hospitals or anything.
I mean, this ain't fucking whatchamacallit, the John Krasinski film, right? Don't breathe.
Where they have to be quiet or whatever.
Yeah,
I forgot what it's called.
But like his wife has
Quiet Place.
Yeah, yes. His wife has a baby during that. Remember? She steps on a nail at one point too, and she can't scream or anything.
Jesus Christ.
That movie's actually really fucking intense.
Is the second one?
I didn't watch the second one. I
it feels like they
things
didn't
about
need
it.
It feels like certain movies you don't need another fucking movie.
Correct. Which is funny because two movies that come to mind that didn't need a sequels are just better than them, which would be Terminator and Alien.
Well, yeah.
But the sequel to both of those is just better than the original films, even though the original films stand alone. Aliens is just better than Alien. I like Alien.
There was something else. But anyways, I was talking about I remember they end up having sex when they go look for, I don't know, they go look for medicine and shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, okay, did they use a condom? Whatever. I was thinking about this the other day, just laying down thinking. Then I was like, wait, it's so weird that his face got fucking beat in front of her by Negan. And then her and Negan are getting their own show. Or it's them two off together.
The boy.
It's like, how do you end up hanging out with the guy? I'm sure there's a lot of layers I haven't watched, but I'm over it. I'm done. I'm not going back to it. I have too many things I need to watch, too many things I have to read. I'm not going to go back all to that.
I gotta watch Ninja Turtles. I gotta watch Transformers.
I haven't watched Transformers yet.
Blue Beetle.
I'm watch Fast and the Furious. I'm watching that one. I need to watch Jason Momoa. You're fucking ripping today.
Not really. I'm like I have the feeling of it, but like I can't, you know.
Dude, at
I'm
night,
afraid I'm gonna shit myself if I try
at
to.
night
or-
I get really gassy. Crystal hates. I get super gassy. I don't get it. I don't know if it's just the food.
Could just be the way you lay down and your body's digesting in a weird way and
just
making a lot of gas.
Queefing. Just queefing.
A queef is actually less gross than a fart.
It is, but it's weird.
Well, a queef is just air coming out of a vagina. A fart is literal poop clouds.
It's funny if you're watching a video, like a porn or whatever. That's what I mean by video. And they just happen out of nowhere. And it's not supposed to be funny, but for some reason, it's a little funny. It's like, you're like, okay.
It's like when like people are getting stretched by their personal trainers and they like relax a
Rip.
little too much and then they just. I watched a video of these girls stretching,
I think I said
and
that.
she just fucking tears ass. Everybody has a good laugh over it.
I mean, I guess it's embarrassing, but at the same time, it's like, what do you expect?
You're literally like pushing the person's like guts together. You're literally creating
It probably feels fucking glorious.
I bet it does.
I want to go get myself all cracked out. I don't know if that sounded right, but I want to get I want to go to a chiropractor. I want to go to a masseuse. There's that guy that's really famous. He does them with a lot of wrestlers. That's how I saw him. But he does it where he gets those metal bar things and just like hammers you.
Oh wait, he like stands on your back or what?
No, he just has like these metal rods and he puts them against your neck.
I've never seen that. The best massage I ever got was from some fucking.
Well, he's like a chiropractor.
It was like a Thai massage.
It was a hand job. I think.
No, and the guy like he put his knee on my knee and stretched my leg over his knee, and that was the best stretch I've ever had in my entire life.
Sounds homoerotic.
Only if you make it that, I guess. I don't know what you're thinking about, but I don't know.
know
I'm sexually secure enough
know
to
it-
not worry about getting a boner when I have a male masseuse.
It's like the Seinfeld. He feels like it moved. Then he freaks out about it. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I was literally about to say that. I was like,
There's a whole episode they keep saying that.
yeah, but Jerry Seinfeld is 16-year-olds.
Does he?
Yeah. What the fuck? You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, he's like famous for dating like
I'm not-
really young women.
So is Leo.
No, Leo's famous for dating 21-year-olds.
I'm not the biggest. Seinfeld's a decent show. I like it, but I don't like him. I like Larry David, the creator.
Who's rich as fuck now?
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
He dated a 17-year-old.
Well, I think I remember that. And she's a good-looking chick too, and I was like, "That's weird."
That's weird that that's what you glammed onto.
I think I remember looking at it, going, "Oh, 'cause she looked like a woman." I didn't think it was a girl at first.
That's a girl, dude. That's not a woman. Get the fuck out of here. That's a girl.
Those boobs are for
No,
women.
bro. Oh, yeah, because girls don't go through puberty in fucking high school, moron.
Oh my gosh, because of puberty.
No, that's a little girl. Yeah.
She was 17 and he was how old?
Like in his 30s or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
It's during Seinfeld.
What's the deal
What's
with all
the
this
deal?
underage dating? Like, how do you even get away with that? It's illegal. I mean,
How did Russell Brand get away with dating a 16-year-old and then probably raping her?
yeah, like I said, I've heard some things coming out, and it's weird because I know he was a sex addict,
Sure.
and supposedly he's
That doesn't give me an excuse
Whatever.
to be rapey. But
no, but supposedly he's better now or whatever. It's weird because he was with Katy Perry for a minute too.
And that apparently relationship was super toxic.
Um,
I remember when that happened and they broke up. Apparently, like he cheated on her and all this
You were
shit.
there.
Yeah, I saw it with my own eyes.
Have you seen Britney Spears going crazy on as my wife?
Doing what?
She went out on the
Oh.
front door.
Try taking the trash out like you should.
Yeah, I don't do manly things. Did you see Britney Spears again on Instagram?
Nope.
Do you ever see anything with her?
Nope.
She's posts things and she's like dancing, and it's the most unsexy dancing you'd ever see.
Well, she's like 50.
It
so.
doesn't matter. She was a hot chick. And don't be wrong. Salma
Why
Hayek,
Salma
Hayek
is
is
the
a
only thing you
56.
value about women, how hot they are.
I'm saying what Britney Spears brought to people were them obsessed with her and thinking she's the hottest thing
she's
ever.
also a good singer.
Mm,
She was.
mm.
I mean, you can't be a bad singer and get that popular. because she was like Taylor Swift level of popular, right? Like Taylor, I'm never gonna say Taylor Swift is a bad singer. I think her music is garbage. I think she steals most of her music from other artists, but I won't get into that. The Swifties will come after me.
Marry Me Juliet.
I just have heard too many songs and I'm like, this sounds exactly like the start of a Taylor Swift song. There's like a System of the Down song that starts the exact same way as a Taylor Swift song, and the System of the Down song came out like 10 years before.
Don't bring System into this.
What?
I don't know.
I
Look
like
what
System.
you made me do. That beat's sick. Taylor Swift, but anyways,
I don't like Taylor Swift. Like I said, I think she's garbage. I think she's bad for society.
I don't follow her career.
She's gonna ruin movies and stuff like that. So.
She's supposed to be Dazzler a million times. They wanted to cast her as Dazzler in X-Men.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want Taylor Swift in the MCU.
She's a singer that uses lights.
Yeah, Dazzler's stupid.
Dazzler gets cooler. I like Dazzler, but
what character did I find out about the other day that I thought was really interesting? It was an X-Men, but I can't remember now. Oh, there's the chick that gets drunk
what?
and causes earthquakes.
What?
Yeah,
I
I think
not,
her name's Tonic or something like that.
that sounds familiar.
But yeah, sure. She was like part of that weird X reality team.
Mm.
I'm talking about.
Ecstatic.
Yeah, I think so. I think she's like one of the only people that survived it too, or whatever, because they all die, right?
A lot die. Yeah. I realized, like, you bringing that up, I used to know so much about
Oh, and I didn't know there were two Zorns.
Yes.
I didn't know
One was Magneto.
but he wasn't.
Undercover.
But I thought one was his. But I thought they were brothers.
I don't know.
Okay.
But Magneto does.
Yeah, I remember. I saw that panel where there's the Zorn helmet. It's Magneto, the master of magnetism
and disguises.
he's just got like the Mission Impossible. He just tears the thing off.
I'm too turtle.
It's funny because Zorn's head's a black hole or a sun or whatever. So it's like he just tears the sun off like it's a disguise. It's like, it was me all along.
It's weird. I don't know what happened to Zorn. That's the thing I was gonna say. I used to be like Mr. King of pop culture, and like
all you do now, no offense, is sit at home and do literally nothing.
I knew
where you could be reading comics or
I knew a lot, and nowadays I realize like nowadays stuff you can't even like really get. I mean, I don't know much. Like people.
I mean, pop culture moves at such a fucking fast rate nowadays.
It's just so many things I do not know about, and go back to like 90s movies and shit. Yeah, I got you. I can probably remember a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but
speaking of which, dude, you got to watch some Tubi, dog.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
I'll go on there and I'll just scroll and click a movie, and it's fucking amazing. This one girl was doing karate naked. She was like practicing like a fucking moment. You know the movies where they have
so her tits are just
they have to like center them.
That can't be like
Crystal said
that's gotta hurt, right?
Well, Crystal said that sounds like a very unattractive thing to see, and I go, it was
like I get like wrestling, like naked wrestling, how that could maybe be sexy, but like throwing like a kick and her tits are just like flying everywhere. Well,
but it's one of those moments where in the movie where like
it's like when I saw that chick who had like the mask on and the swimsuit on when I was scrolling through Pornhub, and I'm just like looking at it like, who the fuck does this appeal to?
Well, like I
who
said,
gets off on this?
What's weird is like it's those moments in the movies where they're like, I need to find like my inner self, and it's like her alone in her dojo, and she's naked, and she's doing these. Like,
oh, this is a movie?
Yeah, I told you, Tubi's got the most ridiculous movies.
Okay.
And
like Samurai Cop.
Yeah, Samurai Cop's on there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll go home and watch Samurai Cop tonight.
And
what does katana even mean? It's Japanese sword. he speaks fluent Japanese, by the way.
Does he? Ryan always sends me clips from it where it's just like people shooting each other, and they do the little flashbang for the shot, you know, or whatever. And last night I was going to bed, and there was a picture of one that said snow bunnies, and I was like, all right, I'm clicking this. And the girls on the cover were very attractive, and it's literally two random girls. It looks like someone recorded it in their house, and it makes,
like Birdemic.
Yeah, and it makes no sense.
Is Birdemic on there?
I don't know.
Okay.
It makes no sense. They're just mainly the.
Do you know there's a whole generation that's gonna grow up and not know what the fuck Birdemic is?
That's a sad
There's people
generation.
in the world that don't know what Birdemic is.
That's sad.
Birdemic's got to be like top 5 greatest bad movies, right?
You have to watch Metal Man. Metal Man makes no sense, but it's hilarious because it makes no sense.
Sorry.
You're cracking rats left and right.
Cracking rats?
Yeah. Cracking fucking rats.
No, all I can think of is the guy who sits in his New York apartment alone, his shitty, ugly, gross apartment alone with a whip, just waiting for rats to run by and just whoosh.
Was that dinner?
No, he's just doing it because he's got nothing better to do. He's got no TV or anything. He's just
Well-
sitting there whipping rats.
So I thought I thought snow bunnies.
I may be a rat, but I ain't a snitch. What? You ever seen that video? No. I can't find that video for you, too.
But I thought snow bunnies by the picture was gonna be about
White chicks,
Well, I know, huh? But like guys, like maybe
evil demon snow bunnies stealing black men away from black women.
at the slopes, and these guys are like, "Oh, the snow bunnies, I'm obsessed." No, it's just a girl in a cabin.
Wait,
with
did you think snow bunnies meant like skiers?
That's how that's how it advertised the beginning.
Okay,
of
well,
the,
snow bunnies literally.
I
refers
know,
to- okay.
I know, but in this, it shows the hills, the snow. The girl goes to the cabin, and it's just the girl in the cabin, and there's a peeping tom through the whole thing. He's watching. He's
Stop. He just says, all he says is,
That's so dumb.
and he's got his rat head on. Sorry, that video popped.
But it's all about
I live in low income housing.
peeping tom. That he brings out this big ass camera that's like, "Welcome to Channel 6."
Like.
Yeah, like
Okay.
goes on.
I
your
thought you meant
shoulder.
like a Canon camera.
And
with a
all he
giant-
keeps doing is going, "Oh yeah, yeah."
Are
And
they
then-
even doing anything hot?
No. I think she's dancing at one point, like
Oh,
for
yeah.
the phone, but she's like in lingerie, nothing hot. But again, this girl is just like an average girl. It's not like they brought a model.
Is there something wrong with that?
No, it's fine. It's just not my cup of tea. But it was funny. For me.
seen Crystal.
Whatever. So, Crystal. So,
I called you mid.
he gets a boner noise. He's
Like a
just-
boing.
Yeah, it's just like he's like, oh yeah, and it's like, and I'm like, we went there. Okay.
Don't you love it when your dick works like one of those door stops and you just smack it and it goes.
And you stop doors. But no, and it was weird. So I'm like fast forwarding through it, like, okay, there's got to be a story. Nope, another girl shows up and she's like, I'm a fucking.
She's even less attractive.
I won't lie. She is like, She's like, Brian's supposed to be here, and they're like, no,
Brian?
whoever the guy is. And
Oh,
she-
that's Brian.
And then no, it's not the stalker. And she's like, oh, I'm his like muse, and she's like, okay, that's weird.
What the fuck does...
Like, I guess we're gonna stay here together. And she's like, yeah, I'm also his yoga teacher. And it's like, oh, that's weird that Brian would have a yoga teacher, of course. Horrible acting. And next thing they know, I think they're like stretching each other out, and then here comes the creeper in the window, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. Like, it's just, first of all, it's weird. It makes no sense, and it was made in 2023. The way it looked, I thought this was like a 2017. Because there's a couple of them I've looked up, like the ninja one was like 2017 or something.
The ninja one?
With a girl naked doing like ninja
yeah,
tricks.
Ninja tricks?
Yeah, there was one girl in that where she's like the evil villain, right? They filmed her. She's like in a bathtub where titties are all out, and two girls are next to her, like shoved in the bathtub, rubbing her like shoulders with a towel.
Like uncomfortably
yeah,
shoved in there?
yeah, yeah. It's supposed to be like those cool, like I'm a villain being bathed, but
Like the
it's
big
like
leaf
these
fans.
two girls are squeezed in this little tub trying to clean her. Like I said, Tubi's got the weirdest shit, and you could just click on anything, and it's just weird. And there's some regular movies on there, but weird movies, stuff that you would just love to riff track over. It's just ridiculous.
To be fair, I bet like Red Letter Media's gotten to most of those by now.
Probably. Well, I don't know. A lot of these are like newer ones. People make movie. I don't get it. I don't get how they just make a movie and have
Do you
the
think
money.
we could make an intentionally bad film, or you think it wouldn't be bad if we did it that way?
I think you could. I've always thought about it because it's like the thing about it is
We need like a concept, like Clifford the Big Red Dog Murder Peep. Oh my god! I almost fell out of my chair.
that's how good of an idea it was.
I wonder if anybody, even the few people that listen to this, even know what the fuck we're talking about.
No,
God, that was the greatest thing.
One
See
of
if you can
these-
find that episode
One
again.
of these days it'll come back and we'll bring it all back about the story.
Hey,
But like,
what a wonderful kind of day.
is that the song?
No, that's Arthur.
Oh
I think we talked about Arthur. Or was it Caillou?
no, I think both come into it. Caillou comes out. He's dying of
He's
cancer.
just covered in head tattoos.
Jesus.
He's like the fucking ex-military guy.
If you want to live, come with me.
Okay, we're done riffing on this. We'll create a script later. Don't worry.
But I think you could do. I always thought about that. Like, you could just make it. It's basically like making like a scary movie.
Well, yeah, it's definitely got to be a horror film. Those are the worst.
Well, no, I'm talking about scary movie as in like you make a bad movie but make it like punny. But I think you could do it without doing. I would purposely do it where you're not trying to make jokes. It's just so bad.
Cut. Look. I know you're doing your best, but I need you to act just a little worse. You know.
Yeah, it's gotta.
I need you to like really ham it up and make it really cringe.
It's got to be bad cuts. It's got to be like they're gonna
unnecessary Dutch angles, just the camera like this.
Yeah, and it's got to be the whole like they're gonna eat me. You know.
Yeah, they're gonna eat her. And they're gonna eat me.
Like you
my
saying
God.
that. You saying it now is better than how he delivered it. But that's how
I will not have you piss on hospitality in my house.
I just want a lot of callbacks. I want this is democracy.
This is democracy incarnate. This man touched my penis. And we do the whole, who the hell do you think you are? You any kind of artist? Anybody know who you are? Everybody else wants to enjoy a bit of peace and quiet. This is one of the most important.
You could make a movie based off of
that guy. That's what I'm going for Christmas. Not for Christmas, for Halloween.
For Christmas.
Yeah, as Christmas, I'm dressing like him.
Hi, kids. Do you know who I am?
I just want to have a bag over my shoulder. Kids open the door and be like, trick or treat. Who the hell do you think you are? You any kind of artist? Anybody know who you are?
That would
threaten to hit him with a bag. That's my favorite scene. It's like he's like threatening to hit him with the bag, and the guy clearly does not care.
I wish I had the balls.
I walk Bob Dylan out on stage. Who the fuck are you?
You don't have the balls, but I wish I had the balls as well. We both don't. To make a skit where we had you actually do that to kids in a popular neighborhood, dressed up as him, and just every
as
kid
people walk by, who the hell do you think you are?
But no, kids walk up to the trick or treat and knock on the door. He's like, "Who do you think you are?
You any kind of artist? Anybody know who you are? I walked Bob Dylan out on stage. Who the fuck are you?"
And parents just are like, "Excuse
I
me."
knew the Grateful Dead.
I mean, at the end, you still give them candy.
No.
No?
Mm-mm. You just give him a plastic bag.
Yeah, that's, I don't know.
You give him a firm talking to.
I think if you made a movie based off a guy, a musician that never made it, that just hates all the other musicians.
Mm-hmm. He's just really bitter. And he walked Bob Dylan out on stage.
He had a life, and now he doesn't. Takes it out
You
on
miserable,
everybody.
presumptuous, no talent, mediocre piece of shit.
I think we call back to that way too much.
Well, it's like my favorite video of all time. Like easily. Like I have almost the whole thing fucking memorized.
Almost.
And not the when he finally like starts talking about Bob, I don't have all that.
When he talks about what?
But Bob Dylan and all that stuff. He like starts
fucking nerds.
He doesn't have the same oomph, you know. If I was like in an acting class and I had to do like a monologue for like you know,
I've had to do that before.
That's the monologue I would do.
But they assigned us monologues and you had to pick one.
No, I want to do who the hell do you think you are?
God, I miss that class. It's crazy, man. Getting older right now is really bugging me, cracking rats. That's what we're going to end on is, dude, getting old sucks.
Wouldn't know about that.
I mean, dude, I didn't even get, like...
I'm turning 24 this year.
Yeah, good fucking congratulations. I didn't even get, like...
What are you, like 52 or something?
Close. You know, I wanted... Like I said, growing up without parties and stuff, I want like get-togethers. Like I was telling Crystal today, I was like, you know, I want to do something for Halloween. She's like, well, I think I work on Halloween. I'm like, just something. I go, I want it. Like, I love Halloween.
I don't.
And then I was like, oh, I have no friends and we have nothing to do. Crystal's like, me and you both, sister. Dude, I have like 3 friends.
This guy?
I could go to.
I'm sitting here
I could go to your magic shop and be like, hey, do you mind if I run a monster mash here?
I think they're doing a drag show.
Never mind.
Why? Is there something wrong with that, Ernie?
I can't get my drag on.
They were like, oh, you gonna go? And I was like, no. And I'm like, why? And I'm like, because I don't like to go to loud, dark, noisy,
I
crowded
don't
places.
I don't support drag.
I hate the queer
I'm
community.
surprised that they're getting away with this without the community getting upset.
Why would the community of
'Cause
Magic players?
people
Magic players are
complain.
way more progressive than you think. The average Magic player was like, this guy I was playing Modern with the other night, had a fucking necklace that had the hammered sickle in it, and I was like, what the fuck, bro? Do you not just like? There's one thing being a communist or a socialist. Another thing is idealizing terrible countries like China and especially Soviet Russia. I just don't get it. Like, there's a guy who used to have like a Mao Zedong bag, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? Like, this guy killed millions of people, like millions. I don't get it.
Yeah, but that doesn't help your point of being okay with the drag thing.
Well, yeah, those people tend to be more progressive, tend to be okay with that kind of stuff.
Because are those kind of people the ones backing the drag
Well,
thing? Or?
they're on the left. They're socially progressive usually.
I mean, like I said, I don't give a fuck. It's just not my bag, baby. I'd probably win because I got tits for it.
No one's gonna yell at you if it's not your thing, right?
I
don't go to strip clubs. Nobody yells at me for not going to strip clubs. They're not my thing.
But if you had a crew that always went,
nope, I still wouldn't go.
You'd probably be like,
nope. It's gross.
Because you're a germaphobe.
Yeah. And that's because every individual is different. It's right. Like, I don't like. I'm not going to go to this drag show not because I don't care for drag. That's not really the issue. The issue is I don't want to be in a dark room with a bunch of like bright lights.
Dark room?
Because it's a drag show. They turn the lights off. They have spotlights, and people walk out. That's what a drag. You've never been to a drag show.
No, I thought they were going to do like, okay, I've been to the comic store not named. I've been to a million of their costume contests, and I've been in them. And I expected just you show up dressed and they vote and stuff like that. You're telling me they're doing a whole fucking production.
Yeah, it's like a show. It's not a fucking
in the
contest.
Middle of a comic or a card shop.
Sure, I think that's the idea. Like I said, I'm not asking about this all the time because it's not something I plan on going to. Period. Because I don't want to go to a place.
Not support that.
Like I said, I hate the queer community, dude. I hate them. They suck. No.
They do suck.
Dude, my best friends.
I mean, we all do at some point.
I got friends who's gay, bro.
I
got black friends, yo.
Yep, it's perfect. But that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I just would think it would push away the. I mean, because don't be wrong. I think
it's not something that the store is going to do while the store is open. I don't think. I think it's like a fundraising thing that they're doing for like a.
Well, when you know
queer
now they have flags everywhere through the
foundation.
Whole
they did before, brother.
They were a little bit tinier.
Well, they were in the window.
These are huge, and I wondered how many people get pushed away from that, and how many people care or not care. Me, I could give two shits.
I think even most people that are politically like against it, right? People that would say I'm actively against it, don't care that much because it is the best store in Sacramento. I'm sorry.
The only thing is, I just don't like it shoved down my throat. So
it's not shoved down your throat. No one's like stopping you in the middle of the day and being like, "Hey, just because somebody." We are not getting this argument because that is the dumbest thing you've ever said. Nobody's shoving it down your throat if they have a fucking flag in their house or in their fucking store. They're not asking you to participate, right? They're not like, hey, Ernie, are you gonna start kissing some dudes in here? That would be shoving it down your throat. Literally.
Yeah, I don't think I expect them to.
That's not shoving it down your throat. It's them just having something that represents themselves. I'm not a big flag guy. I don't really care for flags. I don't understand why people put so much emotion behind them, and I've had this whole conversation with Tyler before. But I get that some people like them, so I'm not gonna be mad if somebody. But I'm never gonna like put up an American flag. What the fuck do I care? I'm not gonna put up any flag over anything because I think flags are a weird thing that we use to represent stupid stuff.
I think any of it just shoves down my throat. Like it's
because you're a bigot.
If I walked in your house and you had the fucking American flag, I'd be like, oh, it's a little much. Like,
no, I think you're just like totally missing it.
No, that's fucking weird.
It's not weird. It literally is not weird. My grandparents have a quilted American flag. They have American flag pillows. That's just what they like. That's what they have in their house. I'm not like freaked out when I see an American flag. I'm like, oh, these people are requesting that I accept all of America. No, bro. They just want to have an American flag in their house. They're not like, yeah. It's a difference between like.
There's nothing behind them wanting that though.
No, I think that's really dumb. And I think that's super ignorant.
I know, but so what's the point
of having a flag?
Or the pillows or whatever.
That's just how they want to have what they want to have in their house.
I would think it's them celebrating something.
Sure, but they're not shoving it down your throat. They're not like, hey, don't you just love my American pillows?
But isn't it like if it's like right there, it's like in your face?
No, because that means you're shoving all your comic shit down my
I
throat.
am.
That's not the case. Because I don't walk in your house and you're like, hey, look at all my helmets. Do you want to put one on? Do you want to start loving comics? No, I come into your house. This is just shit that represents who you are. I'm not coming into your house and you're not shoving it down my throat. You're not asking that I participate in it. You just have the shit up there. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. The same thing goes for LGBTQ flags, okay? If there's a flag up there, it's just up there. Unless somebody's asking you to make a comment about it or like requiring that you be a certain way when you walk into their establishment or whatever, then maybe you could argue with shoving it down your throat. But them just having something there is not shoving it down your throat, and it's kind of fucking weird that you would think that.
I just think if it's like their house or something, it's one thing.
No,
But you're a place of business, so it's like you got to be careful. Like me, I could give two shits of what people do with their life.
I think you're... No. Yeah, I think you're missing the point. That's fine.
Well, I'm just saying.
Well, because for those people, it's not about...
You told me
they
before.
Tyler doesn't care
but you
necessarily
they've lost
about...
people because you're like...
Yeah, but good fucking riddance. Those people probably sucked. You know, Tyler's not that worried about the bottom line that he's not willing to
be
like...
real, people that are there still suck.
Sure, everybody sucks, okay? That's not a fucking argument. I'm talking about the people that are willing to say, "Ugh, I'm not going to come here for X, Y, and Z," are shitty people that don't need to come anyway. You don't need their money anyway, right? It's not a big deal. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make it... It's like... I don't know.
To me, I don't know. It
That's a weird perspective.
It feels like almost like a religious tone, like having a cross, like sitting there.
But that's all. If I have a cross in my house, I'm not shoving religion down your throat unless I'm asking you to join my religion. But just because I have a cross in my house,
it's different. I think in a house than a business.
If I have a cross in my business, it doesn't mean I'm shoving it down your throat.
It's a little bit much.
No, it's not. How? Unless I draw attention to it, or ask you to make a comment about it, or tell you that you need to convert to my religion, I'm not shoving it down your throat. It's just a thing in a building, as much as every other thing in a building. You don't judge people based on the chairs they have in their building, because that doesn't mean anything. It's just what they want to have decorated. Ultimately, it's what they want to represent.
Cross is symbolic. Chairs aren't symbolic. There's a difference.
Well, they could be, right? But you could have a chair with an American flag cushion, right?
Well, yeah, of course. Then it's a little different.
That's just weird because it's just weird to have chairs like that.
I understand that.
But no, I don't know. I think we're at a disagreement. I don't. But knowing how stubborn you are, I don't know if I could convince you the other way.
I don't think there's anything to convince. I have no issue with the matter of what they do with their lives. I just think it's a little weird to...
I don't see how it's weird.
Have things up there, and it's like, this is what I...
So the barber shop next door has a giant fish. Is that weird?
A giant fish?
A giant, like, stuffed swordfish.
What's the meaning behind the fish? I don't get it.
Maybe he likes fishing. I don't know. That's what, it's just a thing in his store.
Flags and crosses have meanings, though.
Everything has meaning.
There's symbolic.
Bro, if somebody put a poster up of Adolf Hitler, that has meaning, right? But if I put a poster up of me, that also has meaning. Everything has meaning.
No one knows who you are, though. Adolf Hitler
exactly
killed millions of people.
Agree to disagree. As grown-ups from opposing clans, you should have called the Skullomance. That's Aesop Rock.
Like I said, to me, it's just...
nobody needs you to reiterate your position. Everybody understands your position. There's no need to keep saying your position, because everybody understands it, brother. It's not like I'm misunderstanding what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It just is kind of dumb. It doesn't make it like... I don't know. Like, I don't know why it's that big of a deal to you, for you to consider it shoving down your throat. So, like, if...
Because a lot of people separate...
No, don't say a lot of people. You don't know. You don't know. You just don't know.
Because I've been
Say what you feel. Because we're talking about you.
I've been in a million stores. And a lot of work, or a lot of owners I've talked to, we talk about walking that fine line where you don't bring up religion, you don't bring up politics, you don't bring up anything like that, because... This is not a place for it. It's a place for us to have fun.
They're not bringing up politics. There's just a flag in the building. They're not, like, telling every single person that comes in that they have to kneel before the flag before they do anything. Just because they have a flag,
I know, but you don't think that could bring drama, arguments between people?
Even if it did, who the fuck cares if somebody's going to get so annoyed by that? You don't fucking want them. I wouldn't want them. If I put a movie poster up in my store and somebody was like, if I put like a Scarface... Hear me out. If I put a Scarface poster in my store and somebody's like, I need you to take that down because Scarface is about drugs and that's offensive. And I'm like, no, fuck you, go away. I don't want their business anyway. Why would I care about 1, 2, 3 people when the average person isn't going to care?
It's a movie and it's fake.
Oh my God. That's not the point.
These other things aren't.
And now we're just getting pedantic, bro. Everything means everything. Everything can be offensive to everybody. It's all about how much you care and how much you don't, how much stake you put into those shitty people's money. And somebody... I don't care, honestly. If a shitty person comes in my business and I have to kick them out, or they say, I'm never coming back, and I don't give a fuck. Fuck off. I don't care. What the fuck? It's a free fucking market, dude. I can have whatever the fuck I want in my building. And if you want to freak out about it or cause drama, I have no legal recourse to capitulate to you. I can just tell you to go fuck off. You can refuse service for any fucking reason, right? Like, I don't want shitty people's money anyway. And that's kind of the point, is that, like, if somebody's going to get that offensive that they're going to cause drama or issues or never come back to the store, that's it. Who cares? Fuck them, right? It would be different if it was like somebody comes in and they're like, are you queer? And they're like, no. And they're like, well, you better be queer if you want to play in the store. And they're like, I don't want to be. That's shoving it down your throat. Having a poster there or having a flag there isn't shoving it down your throat, because the flag isn't talking to you. It's not telling you that you have to capitulate to this. It's something that somebody wants to have up in their store because it represents them or what they like. But if they require you to, like I say, bow before the flag, that's different. But if they just have the flag, get the fuck over it.
So would it be the same if it was like a Trump flag?
Yeah. If somebody wanted to have a Nazi flag in their store, that's up to them. I'm not going to call the cops on them because there's nothing I can do that's not legal.
No one said they're going to call the cops.
But but what I'm saying is, like, there's just, as the consumer, there's nothing you can do.
I was saying, like, wouldn't you be worried that it would cause some issues?
No.
Because again,
if you care enough about it, if it's something that's important to you, then you should be able to put that on display. And if somebody's going to get pissed about it, fuck them. Right? And I say the same thing for people that have Trump supporters. If they have a Trump flag in their store, in their diner, their cafe, or whatever, and somebody comes in and says, that's fucking horrible, stop shoving your politics, I would just hop on to defend the people that have the Trump flag the same exact way, because it's just a thing that's up there. You can get over it, you can not look at it, right? Like there's the store next, the cafe next to the store has a Ukrainian flag in order to support the Ukrainian war effort. Are they shoving that down your throat? I wouldn't think so. It's just a flag. It just represents something. You know, it's not representing specifically your need to accept it, or your need to capitulate to it, or your need to join it. It's just a flag that somebody wants to have in their store. If they want to have it there, that doesn't affect your life. And for you to get worried about it or thrown off about it says something about you more than it says about them. I mean, it shows how uncomfortable you are with the concept rather than how, it's like, yeah, I don't know.
I just think of it as
I'm not going to get turned off if somebody's like, don't talk about politics during Christmas. It's just, who the fuck cares? Fuck you. What the fuck? You can't tell me what I can and can't do.
Well, it's just like for a store, it's wise to keep your politics.
Is it wise? Because I don't think it matters that much unless you're like a multi-global corporate. So why does Target do it?
Because you're there.
Why does Target have Gay Pride Month celebrations? Because it makes money. Because people still buy it. Because there aren't enough people that hate gay people that are able to destroy businesses. That's just, especially in the state of California, that's just not a thing. And like I said, most of the people that would be so offended by that, they'd never come back or say something about it, have their own fucking problems and need to be secure with themselves. Because if you're worried about just the imagery around you, you're a sensitive little snowflake and you just shut the fuck up, go home, and get a hold of yourself, If you're really that worried about symbols and things around you influencing you or shoving it down your throat,
do you think
get over it.
If it was like all over instead of just one section, it would make people react differently?
Yeah, obviously. Like if every fucking table is laid out in that, but I would still hold the same opinion. It's just a fucking tablecloth. I don't actually care. Right? It's not like playing on a rainbow tablecloth isn't going to fucking break my life. It's not going to really fuck me up, I'm not like, oh no, now I'm gay. It's like, I'm not worried about that kind of stuff.
I don't think it's about turning gay.
Then why would the influence bug you? Why would the shoving it down your throat bug you?
I just think if I sat there and put like a bunch of Mexican flags all over my shop or something.
Like a Mexican restaurant would.
Well, you're selling Mexican food.
Yeah, you're supporting the queer community. He runs programs for that, What's wrong? What's wrong with that? You know,
I don't.
I don't know. I think it's just because you don't necessarily agree or fall into that group that it's weird for you. And like I said, that's something you need to get control over because it's not on anybody else but you. If you're uncomfortable by it, that's on you.
It's not
and not in a rude way.
It's not uncomfortable. It's just I just think you would. It's cool to have pride, but it's also like this is like a store.
So what? And nobody's requiring that businesses have to be this faceless corporation that people can't share their opinions or what they feel.
And my whole thing is like I said, I would even ask Tyler, like, do you get worried that it's going to affect?
I bet he'll give you the same answer I gave you when she says, no, I don't care about those people's money. Fuck them. Because it's not all about money for some people. Sometimes it's about building a community. It's not always about growth and money and, to a point. No, it's not.
Owning a business is about money. He went in with another business
to make it easier to run the business.
I'm going off what you told me.
You can make money, but it's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets. It's about the Mets, baby. Yeah, it's like I'm at baseball. I don't know. Like I said, if it not necessarily makes you uncomfortable, if it's something that really like irks you, I think you need to like self-reflect in on that. And like I said, I'm not trying to be mean or rude about it because I just think you need to find the root to why that feels like it's shoving it down your throat. Why do you feel that? Is it just because gay people make you uncomfortable? Or the concept of being gay makes you uncomfortable? Well, it could be. You would have to do some self-reflection to understand that, right?
That would be really weird when my best friend is gay, like my cousin's gay. And like, I'm uncomfortable with it like that.
You could still be uncomfortable with it. That's like saying I have black friends and I'm not racist.
That's hella weird.
You can't just be like, I have a gay cousin. That means Of course,
no, but that'd be different if me just saying that. But instead of like it being
because
my best friend, I talk to him all the time. I talk to him about his boyfriend. It'd be different if I never connected with him or ever, whatever. Like
but you don't.
He would even
saying you have a gay cousin is the same thing as somebody saying they have a black friend. You're just trying to cover.
That's bullshit.
It's not bullshit. It's true.
Bullshit.
No, people can be homophobic and have gay relatives. People can be racist and have black or minority friends. These are things that can happen. It's all on a fucking scale, bro. Not everybody's like Hitler racist, okay? Some people are just slightly racist, cross the street racist. Not everybody is fucking Westboro Baptist Church for gay people. Some people just find it a little gross and icky. And you could be one of those people that, like, once confronted with, like, people that are more open than... Because Ryan's not, like, in the closet, but it's not like he's, like, in the community, right? It's not like he's participating in queer activities all the time, or, he's a homebody who works most of the time, who lives with his boyfriend, and that's their life. And everybody's an individual, but I'm just saying, it's like...
gay. He doesn't have to sit there and go to the rooftop and
some people...
yell it.
Nobody's doing that. That's...
He doesn't need to have bumper stickers that show it or anything.
But why is it wrong if somebody does?
It's just weird.
Why is that weird? Get over it.
It's weird for me to put on, like, I love being Mexican.
That doesn't make any sense. That just seems like it.
It's just weird. Like
I think you're doing the thing where you take the whole world and you put it through your view and say everybody either thinks this way or should think this way, or this is the normal thought process. It is not. Ernie, you are neuroatypical. You don't think like normal people.
I just think you could be yourself and just be yourself and be happy and proud. And
yeah, but
you don't have to show it every single way.
But nobody's like shoving it in your face. Nobody's taking the flag and going, here, look at it.
I mean,
I'm done with this conversation, bro. We're at an impasse. You don't understand what I'm saying, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. Nobody's going to shoot you over it. But I just think... if you get the chance to self-reflect, that might help. But if you don't, it's whatever. It's like not a make-or-break thing. It's just how you think.
Self-reflect? Just because you just don't give a fuck. Like, oh, well, it's whatever. Everyone does whatever they do.
Because I don't have an issue with it in any capacity.
Fuck them.
Why? So I don't think about it. It doesn't bug me on a regular basis. It seems to bug you on a regular basis.
It's more, I think it's because it's your friend about their shop that I had a question about. And all I did was question, like, wouldn't that be...
Wow. I can't believe you're using the, like, oh, it's because you're emotionally invested. No, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's hella funny, dude. I'm not. No, bro. You can. No. Okay. Sure. You're right, bud. Go ahead. I didn't just have like a complete logical argument that makes sense or anything. I'm just a homer for a buddy of mine,
Well, like I said, it has nothing to do against me, like, not liking a person.
No,
It's just
that's what I'm saying.
It's just the fact of, like I said, anything like that where I think it's kind of like, can this arise?
Then take all this stuff down.
Can this arise?
When the posters
trouble?
were in your game store, take them down.
Posters of games that I'm selling in there?
Or movies, or whatever. If you're like,
But it's
it's either you get to show. I know it's
fake. It's not real.
Oh my god, that's okay. You're right. I don't. I'm just going to
understand.
capitulate to you and tell you you're right, so we can end this conversation. So we can wrap this up. So we can end the podcast.
I don't get how you can compare like a Mexican flag to like.
I don't get how you
an
can be so frustrated at
an
over a
ocean-
Mexican flag over an Ocean's 11
Ocean's
poster.
11 poster. It's like such a different thing.
Not really, no. You treat it differently because that's how your brain thinks.
People will die for a Mexican flag. People won't die for an Ocean's 11 poster.
People won't die for dumb reasons, Ernie. Are you really telling me that? Like, nobody's ever died for a movie.
I guess if we pull up the statistics, I would hope that the flag would be in favor over a movie.
Sure, but to be fair, nobody really dies over the Mexican flag either.
People believe in their nation, believe in their flag. They'll die for it. That's what people.
No, I'm not going to die for a flag. I'll die for my country, but a flag is different. Nobody's dying for a flag. That's what I'm saying. The flag is just a representative of another thing. It doesn't necessarily dictate that you capitulate to that thing.
Because I'm not the biggest fan of American flags either. Just because
That's fine.
I just feel
I don't like flags as a thing either.
I think it's kind of
But it doesn't bug me when other people like flags.
weird to be like shoved in my face. I didn't like even when like Grandpa died and they had.
I don't know why you're describing it as shoved in your face. No one's shoving anything in your face. It's just on the wall, right?
Well, I'm talking like
Just
I
because you
said,
see it when you walk in doesn't mean it's shoved in your face.
you can't go without seeing it. Is then you could put it that way.
Sure.
Unless I close my eyes.
Yeah, but you can't go without seeing the table or anything in the store at all,
But that
right?
has nothing to do with.
But that's what I'm saying. Treat it like it's a part of the store. Don't treat it like it's this big brother figure that's staring you from above the wall, who's like watching every motion you make. You know.
I just think it's something.
That's fine. That's fine. I understand your opinion. It's fine.
I would be careful
good.
with. That's all.
Okay. That's a completely justifiable opinion to have. Sure. Are we allowed to disagree, or are you going to be upset about this?
I guess it's just
Okay.
it's just annoying. But
I don't see it as
because
annoying.
it always turns into like I'm some fucking bigot or some shit when it's not.
I literally...
It's more so like I said. I don't
Sure.
get.
You're right.
I don't get these things.
You're right.
It's like I saw a truck that someone posted on Reddit covered in like Trump propaganda and stuff like that. And then to everyone's comments are like, really? Like, what kind of person you have to be that way?
What kind of person do you have to be where that occupies a space in your mind?
I just think you just see it and you're just like, what
Sure,
the
I
fuck?
saw a One Piece sticker next to a State of Jefferson and a Trump sticker. I looked at them and said, huh, weird, cool, and I moved on with my fucking day. Why does that matter to people? Why does it matter whether people have or use... Like, nobody judges you for your tattoos. No one's...
They might.
Well, yeah, but, like, no
But
one's, like... At least nobody should be freaking out about it. I see your tattoos and I move on, you know?
I think some people will be upset about certain things, and
They can be upset about those.
My grandfather's one of them. He doesn't like my tattoos and all that.
Sure, people can be upset at those, but you can also tell those people to fuck off and tell them their opinion's shit, right?
I mean, it's their opinion.
Sure, but like you don't have to listen to it. No one's requesting that you sit there and take his abuse from him.
In his argument, he's gonna feel like I'm shoving him in his face because they're boom right there, and like he can't get away from
and
him.
he's dumb too, because that doesn't make any sense.
I'm not dumb.
You're not like no. It's not about the ad homs, bro. It's just a way of talking. I'm not trying to attack you personally. And I know that me saying that dumb sounds like I was trying to attack you personally, but it's not about that.
It's fine.
I know it's fine.
We're not getting
The world keeps spinning.
Get anywhere with this.
No, we weren't going to get anywhere like 5 minutes ago. That's why I tried to wrap it up earlier. But
Like I said, I just try to say my piece, and
your piece has been heard, my brother.
and it sucks because, like I said, it comes off mean, and people that are like, God bless America, with their flags in their house would probably be like, I fucking hate this guy. He's horrible. And it's like, I don't know what to do. I just don't like that.
Well, they should
I
do
cri-
the same. They should do the same thing I'm telling you to do. fucking forget about it. Who cares? Ultimately, it does not
Like
affect your life.
Crystal knows that like my wife, her mom had Puerto Rico everywhere, and I was like, I'm not big on that. I'm not
Because you hate Puerto Ricans?
No, I'm
I
just.
married one. I can't hate Puerto Ricans.
I'm just more about being a human, being a person. And
Don't say it like that. Now you're just sounding like elitist and like you're better than everybody else.
No, it's just.
Then don't say it like that. If you don't mean it like that, don't say it like that.
Me being.
I'm just better than you, bro. I'm just better. I don't need these stupid things to show.
Me being certain ways doesn't show who I am. I would hope people get to know me, and that's how they know who I am.
Yeah. No. That's definitely not how that works.
No.
No.
Why does that not work that way?
Well, because everybody judges everybody immediately. Sure, your opinion can change about people later, but like your tattoos are a representation of what you like. So a person's going to look at your tattoos and immediately assume you like comic books, right? Mm-hmm. Would they be wrong?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So people are going to judge you based on your tattoos. Judging is not a inherently negative thing, right? If somebody's reading a book when I first like say I'm going on a date with a girl and she gets there early and she's already at the table and she's reading a book and like maybe that's like a good thing to say, you know, she likes to read, she's intelligent, you know, like that's just I'm going to judge somebody from their actions.
Well, I think that goes back to what I was saying about the stores. Like people are going to quickly judge as soon as they
walk. Yeah, but fuck those people.
When they walk in, but before they know anything, they don't.
Who cares? Fuck those people. If you're going to make a horrible judgment and not shop at a place because there's a fucking flag,
they judge like, oh, is this place going to like be all like about gay people and stuff?
And then if that's your opinion,
but they don't,
and
know.
You decide to leave, then who cares? But if your first assumption is that, then who cares? One individual's money is not enough for me to be like, no, don't go anywhere. Just because somebody on their own volition came in and on their own volition
there may
decided.
Be days where you want that person there for the money. You never know.
Well,
but I
just don't think that brings in a single person brings in that much of a percentage to where it would matter, as well as you just don't want those. You wouldn't want toxic people like that in there anyway.
I agree you don't want toxic people. I 100% agree with that. But I'm just saying they might judge off the bat before they even know the people, and they're like, yeah, no, we're not shoving it down your throat or whatever.
Fuck them. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to come in with that assumption, that's on you. That's not on anybody else. That's on you. Like, I don't know why we like removing this from the individualist thing. Are you an individualist? Do you believe in the individual? Do you believe the individual comes before the collective? Or do you believe the collective comes before the individual?
I mean...
Do you come first? And not in like the fucking before your family kind of way. Mm-hmm. Do you come first or does society come first? Do you believe like you would have... Is freedom more important than equality to you? Or is equality more important? Would you rather live in a strict dictatorship but everybody gets what they need, but you don't have the freedom to say what you want or express what you want? Or would you rather live in a society where not everybody gets what they need, but you get the chance to be free, pursue your loves, pursue your passions, express yourself however you want? What matters more to you?
That's hard. Because I would like the freedom of doing things, but I want to make sure everyone else is free too, though.
Well, no. In this other society where everybody gets equal stuff, they aren't free.
That's what I'm saying.
Only in the free society is everybody free, but nobody's equal. Or everybody's equal and nobody's free. Equality or freedom? What matters more to you?
Basically right now we're living, I believe...
Just answer the question, brother.
I know. I mean, they're both not the greatest thing.
Sure, but if you had to pick one.
I feel like right now we're living in where we're all actually equal without what people want to say. Or
I'm not talking about, like... equality of races or metaphysicals. I'm talking about like literal, like we all make the same amount of money, we all get fed, we all get this, but you don't get to pick your job, you don't get to pick who you marry, you don't get to pick how many kids you have.
That sounds miserable.
Yes, but so is a free world where some people starve on the streets. Some people.
What's the answer then? There's no answer. Really.
It's the answer. I'm not like, if you make one choice, that doesn't make you a bad person. If you make the other choice, that doesn't make you a bad person. I'm just asking what matters more, the individual or the community? Well, whose freedoms do you care more about? Do you care about the individual's freedom to choose how their life goes? Or do you care about society being able to give everything to everybody, but nobody gets to decide where their life goes? Is freedom more important to you?
Whatever
than,
would benefit
equality?
my wife and son, probably.
That doesn't make any sense. I know. I'm trying to remove them from the equation. Imagine you didn't have a wife and son. We're talking you versus society. What is more important?
I would think you'd put yourself first over
in my worldview, I would say yes. You put yourself first, because I believe in freedoms. I believe in the individual. I believe the individual is important. I believe the only reason society has progressed to this position we're at right now is because of the individual. I don't think that just the community is like the most important thing in the world, because I think we all have to focus on ourselves before we focus on the things outside of ourselves. So
is this going back to the story you're saying, to worry about yourself over the society, over the
whatever
over the community, I guess,
or what other individual wants to do with their thing. It's just don't pay attention to it. Why does it matter to you, right? And like, I know that you think about like, oh, we're worried about the business, but like, once again, it's like not your business, right? So like, ultimately, you shouldn't be And I know you like Tyler.
No, it's not. It's not even that. I just, again, my opinion or my.
So when you walk in, does it make you uncomfortable?
My pondering, I don't really care. The first thing I think of is I wonder how other people feel.
That's weird.
Yeah. Just seeing big old things like that.
But that, like, I don't know. I feel like you should just say, fuck those people. Like, why do you care what other people think? Like, why do you put so much stake into that? Like, that's only going to bring you anxiety.
Because running a business,
your idea of running a business. Okay, you are taking the idea of running a business your way as the only way to run a business, right?
Again, I talked to multiple people. Granted, it wasn't the world.
And it's not...
It's only a few people.
It's not every industry. It's not every business. It's not every personality. It's not every...
But we've always talked about...
So you believe there's one way to run a business?
No, there's a million ways. But one of the things is you kind of got to leave the door closed, like I said, on religion and stuff like that.
Why do you have to?
Because you don't want to get that open.
But why do you not want to?
There's arguments and
stuff.
Well,
there's a difference between you telling...
A card store is meant to play cards.
Whoa. There's a difference between the people working there getting in a political argument and somebody getting mad because there's something political around. If you're getting mad because there's something political around, it's your fault. You're being a snowflake. It's the idea of offending somebody and being offended, right? The people that are coming and seeing the flag and have an issue with it, they're being offended. They're fucking pussies. People who come in and then if they get yelled at, or like say somebody comes in with a pro-military or pro-police shirt and it's one of the employees wants to yell at that person, that's fucked up. They are being offensive. Being offended and being offensive are two different things. There's the act of me, if I wanted to assault you, is fucked up, right? But if you got insulted by me existing or saying something that's not related to you, that's all you.
Something a little different, like if he had the blue line hanging, I would be totally turned off.
That's okay.
But I'm saying, it's weird because, okay, with what he has, I could care less, and I think would people get turned off by this? Like, but again, the police blue line, like I get fucking, that's a whole nother thing. That was a thing it's what.
Why do you let politics dictate what businesses you participate in?
Politics shouldn't be involved.
You're letting politics get involved. They're not. They're putting... Gay rights is not a political issue. It's a thing that people deserve.
I get that.
Right?
I get that.
So having a gay flag up there is not a political thing.
I get
right?
that.
If anything, it's a sexual thing. It's a medical thing. It's a million other things.
I get that. And
like a Trump flag is probably way more political than a gay flag is, 100%. Right?
And the police one is, I believe, political as well. But that's what I said, where I would leave things at the door because of
you go back into the closet, you filthy gay.
That's
what you're asking for?
The arguments like it happened. With that, like I said, first thing I would think is like, I wonder if people fucking like turn around and go, forget this place.
But how many people come in? How many people come in and say, "Oh wow, they accept either"?
That's cool. That's great.
So then, like I said, don't these balance each other out? Why do you worry about only the bigots? The people that get offended by it?
I don't think it balances out. As I think people are very ignorant nowadays, and they still are not as accepting.
You know, we live in the state of California, right?
I get that.
Okay. Do you know like the gay acceptance rates? It's like 85% in the state of California.
But I'm just saying, I don't know.
Do you really need the 15% of people that don't like gay people coming into your business? Even if I wasn't running a gay-owned business, if I was running my own business, I don't want homophobes in my business. Period. Even if I'm running like a barbershop or a cafe, I don't want Nazis at my business. I don't want homophobes at my business. I don't want racists at my business. I don't want crazy religious people at my business. I don't want these people. So if I have a flag up there and that vets the amount of people that come in, cool. It's helping me get rid of these bad people that I don't want anyway. I don't know why I should be required to serve a racist.
What if they're good people, but they just don't understand?
That doesn't make you... I would argue...
Because there's people on that line.
If you're willing to walk in, see a gay flag, and turn around and walk away, you're not a good person. If that,
You can't say that.
yes, I can. If you,
Because I do.
but
think,
if you
I
let
do
something
agree,
like that,
I agree, it's fucked up.
if you let something like that affect you,
But do you think that person?
but do you think a racist can be a good person?
To
or
an
do you think that-
to an extent? I
What?
mean, racist is bad, but can they?
It's horrible.
Can they save a life? I don't know.
But that's just
I get what you're
there's no
saying.
act or no belief that makes you wholly good or wholly evil, right? But I get to weigh what acts I see as evil or good.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, if somebody comes in and sees a flag and walks away, even if there was a good person in there, if that's going to turn them off, something as small as little as a flag hung up in the back of the room, not at the opening of the store, in the back of the room, they must not be that good of a person. They can't swallow their own pride and try to walk into the business, like, right? Like, if you can't swallow your own pride because you don't like something, that doesn't make you that makes you a bad person. If you can't, self-reflect or understand that, like, just because there's a flag up there doesn't mean I'm gonna get turned into gay, that they're gonna groom me into being gay or turn me trans, then you're not a good person. You're just an ignorant person.
Like I said, I just think people have their
Well,
judgments.
I'll say it this way. Don't subscribe to malice what can be subscribed to ignorance. Those people may not be malicious, but they are ignorant. And I don't need ignorant people in my business.
It's just we even have that huge
It's
thing.
it's like the thing is, like, do you think it's a gay person's responsibility to educate people?
I don't think it's a responsibility.
Because I don't have to educate people on being straight. Why should they have to educate people on being gay?
Well, that's the world we live in.
That's a bad excuse.
No, it is.
No, that's a bad excuse. Nobody has to explain why they're black, even though blacks are.
But black people have to.
No, they
explain
don't.
What they go through.
They don't have to. They're not
Because
required.
there's people that don't even know.
But I'm not like. I don't believe that you are required.
They're not required, but
Like, if I
they
say
have
something
explained.
transphobic, you're not. I don't believe you should be required to sit me down, have a nice little conversation about it, and be like, "Oh my
Some
god."
people may.
If you
enjoy
want to do that, yes. But I know people. But you shouldn't be required to do that.
It's
Anybody
just-
shouldn't be
there-
required
it's
to do
just-
that.
there's-
If you offend me and I want to get up and walk out of your house and leave,
it's
you
just
shouldn't.
there's
You
ignorant
shouldn't.
people though out there that are stupid. But
Yeah, so
maybe,
let those people be ignorant.
But maybe you can educate them.
Why is it my responsibility to educate
It's
them?
not.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Some
saying,
people
but
enjoy it, some people don't. I'm just
people
saying
will.
that nobody is responsible to do that. Sure, some people will. Sure. But those people are not responsible to do so. They go out of their way to do so. You're not responsible to explain to me your life. If I offend you for being fat, and you're fat because of some horrible trauma that happened later, and you get so mad that you get in your car and drive away, you're not responsible to explain to me that I shouldn't have said that. You're allowed to be offended because something fucked up happened to you. Sure, I may not have done it maliciously, but you're still allowed to be mad. I hate this fucking thing where people aren't allowed to be mad or sad or whatever. It's like if somebody gets mad and they want to walk away and eject themselves from a conversation, or they want to go home because something pisses them off, be my guest. You're allowed to do that. Detach yourself from the situation. It's probably the healthiest thing you can do. You shouldn't have to sit there and, like, swallow certain things. I'm not saying that if somebody offends you, that you get to punch them in the face. I'm saying that it should be okay if you get mad and you get, if you get in your car and drive away, or you want to, like a couple times when me and you on the phone, we get in a heated conversation and I just hang up. I should be allowed to hang up without you freaking out on me because I'm offended. Maybe I need a couple days to get some breather and I'll call you back. But, like, I should be allowed to, and telling you that I'm not allowed to be upset is basically gaslighting and manipulation. Because it's fucked up.
To me, it's more like...
They told, like, you're being a baby.
It's all...
It's like we all get upset. We all get sad.
It's like
just about
me
what
and my
you do
wife
with it.
arguing. A lot of people believe, like, don't go to bed upset with each other.
Sure. Whatever.
Sorry, I'm in a relationship.
No, I mean, like,
But
I don't...
but
trust me, my parents have gone to... I'm upset...
But
at each
that's
other all
why
the
a lot of
time.
times it's not good to run away. Cool, take a breather, but soon as you can.
No.
Soon as you can
We're not
talk-
talking between you and your wife. We're talking
talking
like
about me
between
and you.
friends
I'm talking
or
about
like
me and you.
I'm allowed to run away. That
Take-
should be something
take
I'm allowed to do.
Take a breather, but then let's get back and let's talk.
No, I'm not required to do that.
You're not required to do anything, but I think it's more healthier to.
I think it's
While
potentially
it's-
less healthy to do that because then you're just asking people to get more and more mad. If I call you in a week, I'm having a good week.
But like a week off, that's weird for friends to be.
No, it's not.
talking.
It's really not that weird, dude. Sometimes I don't talk to some of my like high school friends for months, and I just text them out of the blue and nowhere, and it's back to normal, bro. But it's not because I'm mad at them necessarily, but I'm saying people are allowed to walk away, and people are allowed to be angry. People are allowed to, like, feel anger, okay? Or feel offended, or feel sad. People should be allowed to feel these things, but we don't let people do that. And I think that's fucked up. I think if somebody's upset and they want to leave the conversation, they should be allowed. They should not be forced to stay in the conversation. That's fucked up. They can come back to it eventually, and all that good stuff, but, like, if somebody gets mad, don't hound them afterwards. Be like, no, come back, talk. Because maybe they're not in the position. And maybe that's only going to make it worse.
Have you ever had experiences with, like, your parents going, like, come back here while you're trying to walk away? Or
no, because they respect me as an individual and
They just let you
understand that
go.
I'm allowed to. Because, yeah, most of the times, like when I was in high school and I'd get mad and I'd walk out in the house, guess who was back to go sleep in his own bed? Me. I just needed some fresh air. I needed some time away from them. I needed to process. Because for me especially, I can get angry.
But you don't
But
think
I can
that's
also
holding
come
up anger, or you think it's
No,
letting you go?
It's letting it release. Nobody should be required to sit there and be stuck feeling angry and then have to engage in a conversation that's only going to make them feel worse. That's fucked up. You're holding those people prisoner. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like the same thing. If you get anxiety in my car, I'm not gonna get mad if you need me to pull over and let you out of the car because you're anxious. I can't keep you prisoner in my car because that's technically illegal. But I don't want to. I know it's not gonna make you feel better to stay locked in the situation with me. So I'm gonna pull over the side of the road. I'm gonna let you get out of the car, take a walk, maybe you walk down the street, you walk home, whatever you need. But I'm gonna let you do that because I understand that you need to process that. I'm not gonna make you.
I'm not trying to stretch it out, but that's a little different than arguing with each other, though.
No, it's not.
That's me going through a mental breakdown.
Sure, people can't go through a mental breakdown with anger.
Well, of course.
Some people can't be so sad that they want to like crawl into a hole and die. But now I have to stay there and be more sad and justify my sadness to you.
I know, but I'm going through something that I have like doctors talk to me about.
Sure, and people haven't had enough anger issues to receive pills for that.
Sure,
people don't have depression big enough to receive pills for that.
You're saying that's how bad the anger is when the anger
I'm just
is there?
saying that no matter what level of anger, anxiety, whatever, that a person should be allowed to exit from the situation. Otherwise, you're a prisoner. And you're going to make them feel worse. And you're probably going to more likely ruin a friendship or a connection or any relationship if you force that person to be there, right? Like if I'm in a conversation with like a girlfriend and she gets so fucking angry, she's like, I'm leaving the house. I'm not going to like grab her arm and hold her in the house. No. And let her go, right? You're going to let your friend go and process it.
Do you call her after she leaves because of fear of losing her?
That's not the reason you should call somebody for fear of losing them. I would call them for fear of them dying. If I don't know where they went, or if they don't go to a friend's house or a parent's house and they're just gone, then I'm a little worried about their well-being more than I'm worried about.
Afraid of, like if me and Crystal got argued, I wouldn't be afraid that she's gonna go die.
Well, I don't know where she. Like, what if Crystal just left the house and didn't tell you where she was going?
Yeah.
You would be worried about her, not necessarily about what she's going through at that moment. You're worried about where she is because you don't know, and she's your wife and you care a lot about her. You're not necessarily worried about her mental state where she is. You're worried about that you don't know where she is, and that's more scary and more dangerous than anything. If Logan was gone, that fuck you up, right? And you didn't know where he was, I'll fuck you up because you care about him, right?
Well, it's a lot different because he's an 11-year-old kid. So,
but if he gets angry, you shouldn't lock him in his room and make him sit there and yell at him and make him more and more angry because he's going to resent you. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you got to let people process their emotions. You got to let them feel what they're going to feel. Otherwise, you're only going to get a bad out. You're only going to get bad outcome. So sometimes it's nice to just let people go. And they'll come back. Especially if you're like super respectful about it. They'll come back. Trust me. I just think it's hard to like you can't just expect people to sit there. That's too much on some people, for anybody. And obviously some people can handle the situations more. Like say you can maybe handle the situation better than I can handle it, right? But I might come to agree with you if I get some time to process it on my own, right? But if you sit there and yell at me, I'm only going to dig myself further and further in my position and get more and more angry, right? So I just think, I don't know. I would want to say, like, I'd hope you think about this and, like, really consider what I'm saying. But obviously, I can't control you, and I'm not requiring you to. I'm not requiring you by what I say to change your whole fucking life.
What do you want me to sit on? Because
I just want you to think.
You jumped to a couple different things.
Mainly the not letting things bother you and being able to let people process their shit, right? Don't worry about everybody else. Don't worry about what other people are doing or thinking or putting up. Just worry about, like, yourself, how you're feeling. You know, if it bugs you, that's a completely justifiable thing, and we can process that information. But if your only reason is, like, what other people think, fuck them, dude. Why do you care what other people think? Like, I know you're, like, posturizing on the business stuff, but ultimately,
I
the other people don't. Like,
think-
it affects Tyler more than it affects you, right?
I think, of course.
So then why do you worry about it? Let him worry about it, right? And if he's not worried about it, then he's not worried about it, right?
I think we all care to some point what people think about us.
Yes, but the best thing is to strive for the not caring.
But I'm saying I think to a point.
And you should only care about the people that, like... See, I only care about people's opinion of me if they're the people that I care about, right? I care about what you think. I care about what mom and dad think. I care what my sister thinks. I care what my teammates think. I care what my high school friends think. You know, I care about the people that I care about and what they think of me. I don't really care about what fucking random people. If somebody wants to write me off before they know me, fuck them. I don't care. What the fuck? If I'm wearing a shirt somebody doesn't like, fuck them. What the fuck?
Well, I don't know.
I would just say...
I care regardless because I care about what I represent. And, like, I'll be quick with this. Like, I get praised a lot for my mic interviewing. Like, a lot from my guys that help me. They think I'm really good. They think I could talk really well. I could be an ass, dish it out, whatever. I had to film a thing. It was late. The show was over. We had to film something because Tommy Dreamer, I don't know if you know who Tommy Dreamer is. That's fucking crazy. He's like the king of ECW. But we got him coming next October 15th. I'm fucking stoked. I had to do a promo where, the owner of the business walks up to me and he's like, I want a piece of Tommy Dreamer. And then this other guy comes up and he's like, I want a piece of him. And they basically yell at each other and walk away. And I was like, well, that was that. Because I figured they're going to just cut when they walk away. I'm not going to be in it. Then this chick that's a ref there, she's very, I've heard, critical about people. And she's like, well, that was good except for that end part. And it fucked me up. It ruined my whole night.
Why?
Don't
let that kind of shit bug you.
I had pride.
Internalize it. Process it. And try to do better.
I had pride.
Or tell that person to go fuck themselves because you don't care about their opinion.
I'm not allowed to. That's the problem. I know. But the thing is, I have to. This girl's a veteran.
Sure. So that means take what she says.
She
process
goes.
She's just do better.
She's just a referee, but she's a veteran. She goes all over California reffing. So I can't snap back. I can't. Even if, but to be honest,
don't let it crush you. Don't let it ruin your whole fucking night.
My personality wouldn't let me snap back because I'm not rude to people like that in public. But it fucked me up that whole night. The whole drive home.
Let it go, man.
I text my group, my camera crew, and I said I was off because I had bad anxiety that day, and I told the main guy, like, dude, I'm doing these interviews, but I'm hella anxious. Like, my legs were moving. I was trying to stand still, and eventually my Xanax kicked in. But he was trying to be like really chill with me, like, dude, take a break, go whatever. And then at the end of the night, he's like, dude, just take off, go leave with your family. I'm like, no, I'm gonna help you put up, because we have like a big sheet that we have for other things too, our mics and all that. And I was like, no, I'm good, whatever. And then I just was texting him. I was like, dude, I'm sorry, you guys, I was off today. I go, but it really bugged me about the girl. I won't say.
What'd they all say? Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Only one guy, the main guy, commented because he was there with me. He was behind the camera when I did it, and he was like, she has her own opinions. He didn't want to stir the pot.
Yeah. He didn't want to be like, she's fucking wrong. Yeah, because you're being a baby. Again, he wanted to just be as impartial as possible.
He knows her well and stuff, and me, I'm new.
Yeah.
And
maybe she wasn't even trying to be mean.
I felt it, dude. Okay. I felt it, but
then let it go.
And
let it go.
But he was like, dude, she thinks her own thing. You do your own thing. You're doing a good job. Don't worry about it.
See, the only people you should care about affirmation from is those who you directly work with and care about.
So again, it sucked because it ate me up the whole time.
Then this is what I want you to think about tonight when you're sitting alone, not alone in bed, but when you're awake in bed. Think about not internalizing all these things people say. Just let it go. And I know that sounds easy, but it's hard as fuck. And certain people aren't. You're not going to be able to let go, but this is just some random chick. You have basically two options, right? You can internally tell her to go fuck herself and ignore it, or you could take it as actual criticism.
And what I hate
try to
is
do better.
I'll see her,
and then
I see her every month now, so it's like as soon as I see her, I'm gonna get that vibe, and I already get that vibe.
But why do you let people control you like that?
Because I'm a sensitive soul.
Then
I take things to the heart. My feelings get hurt fast.
That's what I'm saying. Try not to do that, and then that might help
you
hard understand.
Teach a dog new tricks at 39, bro.
Bullshit, dude. My parents say the same fucking thing. Like, you teach a dog new tricks. I'm like, oh, so you're just like supposed to stop changing when you reach a certain age? That's fucking stupid.
It's hard.
I don't care if it's hard, but you need to change. You need to be able to change always. What do you think getting over anxiety is? Change. You want to change to get over your anxiety, right? Or do you want to live with your anxiety as a crutch for the rest of your life?
No, but I believe I go back to where I was, where I had anxiety.
Well, some people enjoy anxiety.
But I control it.
But I think some people enjoy anxiety.
I used to have anxiety, but controlled it, so I was fine.
Sure.
I lived with it, so I think I'll go back to that. I don't think it's a new trick. I think it's something.
But you may need a new trick to get back there.
That's, understandable, but...
I just think people that say you can't teach an old dog new tricks are bad people. I think that means you're unwilling to change.
I'm calling your parents.
Okay, I've told them that before. I yelled at them about this. Told them that's a fucking bullshit answer. You expect me to change my behavior every day of my life, and then you guys just once you turn a certain age, that's it? No, dude. I plan on changing for the rest of my fucking life until I'm 97 years old. I don't plan on being stagnant. Why the fuck would I need to do that?
You're almost done with puberty.
Almost. My balls. I'm waiting for the other one to drop. The first one did. I'm just waiting for the second one.
I laid on the couch.
You laid your nuts on the couch?
I laid on the couch today, and I felt...
This is the last thing, by the way, because I do kind of want to go home.
I know. And it was cold, and Chris was like, your whole ball's hanging out. At my boxers, I guess, out of the things.
I once passed out and cracked my head.
I know this.
Yeah, and I went up to my sister's room, and I was in a towel, and she was more worried about seeing my junk than she was me surviving. And I actually was mad at her the next day about it, but she was like, "No, it's just you came in out of nowhere. I didn't really know what was going on." And I was like, "Oh," she's like, "Yeah, I feel really bad that I made you uncomfortable like that." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I just didn't. My brain didn't have the time to go put a pair of pants on."
You have a towel around you, didn't you?
Yeah, it doesn't mean if I'm like.
I've walked around like a towel.
Yeah, that was ultimately my argument. Yeah. But
like, oh my god, you're in a towel.
But I can understand why she would be uncomfortable, right? I can understand that, right? And then she came to me and was like, "Yeah, like I said, I just didn't know what was going on. I didn't know you had just fell and cracked your head on the ground. I didn't know you could have had a seizure or whatever the fuck happened." And I was like, "Yeah, well,
sometimes you got to show a ball."
Yeah. Sometimes seeing balls is less important than making sure your sibling's alive. But anyway,
with that, can't teach a dog new tricks.
Hey, wait. All the 3 people that listen to this, just remember, don't worry about other people, man. They suck. But you're the best.
Like, follow, share. Hopefully, I could keep pushing this. It's so
my hips locking
hard.
Up right now, actually.
So hard to get this going. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my life. And hopefully you'll be getting more of this, more talking. But we will be back.
Bye, guys.
Bye.